Hey everybody, Miss Thompson here. Let's do another equation using a unit rate. So say for instance we're going to use the one from the unit rate video and say that we can drive 180 kilometers in 3 hours. So in order to get the unit rate or the rate of proportionality, what I'm going to have to do is figure out how many kilometers I can get in 1 hour. Now I could try to figure out how many hours it would take me to go 1 kilometer, but I really feel like this 3 is going to be a little bit easier to work with. So I'm going to pick the 3. So in order to get this down to 1 hour, and I always like to make myself a little boxes here to figure it out, to keep myself straight. Here's 3 hours, and I've gone 180 kilometers, okay? So the total of this is going to be 180 kilometers. So how do I figure out how much each one of these hours is? Well, I would divide 180 into 3 different parts. Okay? So when I do that, I'm going to get, let's just set up a ratio in 3 hours. So this is still kilometers, and this is still hours. All right, then to get this down to 1, I'm going to divide this one by 3, and I'm going to divide this one by 3. And when I do that, I'm going to get 60 kilometers in 1 hour. All right, so now there's my unit rate. This is my unit rate, my rate of proportionality. So how do I figure out how to make an equation from this? Okay, so the sort of template or the formula for writing equations is y equals, and then we've got something times x. Okay, so now in order to keep myself straight, I'm just going to put in any number to see if it works out for me. So say for instance I want to know, I already know how long it takes me to go 3 hours. So let's just go 2 hours. So how many hours can I go in how many kilometers, sorry, can I go in 2 hours? And that's going to be 120, and then 1 times 2 is 2. All right, so from there, let's just see if we can't set up our little ratio table, because now we've got 3 different values that we can put in. Okay, I'm going to do this like that, my little ratio table. I'm going to put hours up here and kilometers up here. Now, as long as I keep myself straight, I can put whatever I want to on the top and the bottom. So this one's going to be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. All right, let's just see if these are proportional. So I'm saying that 1 hour, I'm going to go 60 kilometers. 2 hours, I'm going to go 120 kilometers. And 3 hours, they've already given me that at the beginning. It's 180 kilometers. All right. So what did I do up here? Every time I added 1, and up here I added 1. Up here I added plus 60. And then the difference between 180, oh, look at that, plus 60. So yeah, these are pretty proportional. And I know that I've gotten the answer right now because everything sort of lines up and adds up in the ratio table. All right, so let's get back to this equation. So I know that this works out. I've figured out how long it takes me to go in 1 hour, how far I can go in 1 hour, how far I can go in 2 hours, and they already gave me how far I can go in 3 hours. So how do we write an equation that's going to make sense? All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at just our unit rate, our rate of proportionality. Which one is the bigger one? Well, the 60 is going to be the bigger one, right? So that is going to be the one that is all by itself, okay? That one's going to be the kilometers. All right. Then, whatever it is, I'm going to have to multiply by 60 in order to get the right number of kilometers. Okay. So I'm going to take the hours times 60, and that should give me the kilometers that I have traveled. So let's just say we can put any number in there. Now let's just, for entertainment's sake, let's figure out how long it takes to travel. So how far we can travel in 4 hours, because that seems to be the next one. So kilometers is going to equal 60 times, what do we say? 4. Is it going to make sense that the kilometers that we will travel is going to equal 240. Well, let's see. Let's take a look back at our ratio table. So if that makes sense to us, we can make this another column. That'll be 4 hours, which means we still just added 1. And then are we adding 60 down here to get 240? What happens when I add, I don't know if I can get both of these numbers in there. Yeah. What happens if I add 180 plus 60 and 0, 4, 240. Yep, I know that this equation is right. And the reason why is because I just took any number. I could take any number I want to and substitute it in for the units for this 1 hour block, and I'm going to come up with the kilometers. So basically, just take a look at these. It's going to make sense if you just take a look at these and say, which one's the bigger number? That's the one that's going to be by itself on the one side of the equal sign. Now, think about whether your answer is going to make sense. If I did this the other way around, okay, if, say, for instance, I goofed up and I made it 60K equals hours, what this is saying is I would have to multiply the number of kilometers by 60 in order to get the hours it took me to travel that far. Now, would that make a whole lot of sense? Say, for instance, we go 180 kilometers in 3 hours. So if I put this back in, it's not going to work out for me. 60 times 180 is definitely not going to equal 3. Nope. Not going to equal 3. But if we take our original problem, which was, if you remember, it's 180 kilometers in 3 hours. If we put it into this equation, it's going to work out fine. Because let's just take the K out and put in the kilometers. 180. We took this K out. And we substituted it with a 180. And we're going to take this H out. And we put times 3. Is that going to work out? Sure enough, that's how I know that this equation, K equals 60H, is going to be the right equation for this unit rate or this rate of proportionality. Good luck tomorrow.